If everything is connected, then everything can be hacked. That's a citation from the President of the European Commission, von der Leyen. And in that sense, IoT devices, they're all connected, and therefore, they are exposed to a myriad of attackers. So this awareness about the vulnerabilities and the exposures to cyber threats this awareness is rising. And one main trend that we can see nowadays is that there are a lot of cybersecurity standards and cybersecurity regulations which are built in the different regions around the world. So we have to know that there are various standards which, like the ETSI 303645, which is a European standard. There is the ISO 62443 standard. There are also standards for IoT cybersecurity in the United States, so the NIST 8259 and the 8425. So all these standards, they provide cybersecurity requirements. And on the top of that, there are cybersecurity regulations that are also under construction in the different regions. We have currently the European community, which is building the radio equipment, which is actually building a harmonized standard for the radio equipment directive. And this radio equipment directive is going to be is providing cybersecurity requirements for basically any radio equipment which is connected, and this cybersecurity is going to be mandatory starting August 2024. We know that in Singapore we have similar, well, it's not a regulation, but there is security certification for IoT program for IoT devices, and we expect the US also to build something similar, just to cite the what happens in terms of regulations and state-driven security certification programs for IoT. Currently, there is no straightforward way. There is no how to say, suitable security certification program for IoT. For instance, we have common criteria which we use, like semiconductor companies like Infineon. They use common criteria for providing confidence that our products have high-end security. But for the IoT area, we are targeting base to medium cybersecurity. And we believe that SESIP is can be the right answer for this need. We believe that SESIP will provide the efficiency in terms of, especially in terms of time, but also cost, for the security certification and security assessment for IoT, for the IoT area. We already do that because we are part of the GlobalPlatform working group, which is developing SESIP. We are also part of the SENELEC, of the Standardization Organization of Europe, SENELEC, where currently SESIP is in a standardization process. So we are already contributing to the construction and promotion of SESIP. To build the awareness in the market and in the OEM manufacturers of IoT devices and IoT devices, is that component certification can be something which can be very helpful for end IoT device makers to show compliance to cybersecurity regulations. Because in the end, for instance, the red, it is about the security of end device, but end devices, they are made of components, and the security of usually the security is provided by the components that are constituting the end device. And so, first of all, the awareness that a SESIP certification of a component can be reused for the showing of compliance against regulations for an end device. That would be really very helpful for the success story of SESIP. And the other thing, which is very important too, is that SESIP becomes adopted or becomes recognized by the in Europe as a way to show compliance to European regulations.